Hi, today we're going to talk about Black and brown women aging alone. And I know this sounds a little scary, right? But what's the alternative? We have to age, right? We're going to age. At least if we're lucky, we're going to age. But a lot of us are aging kinless, right? With no children, no husband, no family or relatives around to really take care of us. And especially for those of us who are seeking to move abroad as we age, we may go somewhere and we have no family or our family is very far away, right? And I'm responding to a video. I recently saw a video where the gentleman was talking about black women regretting having made the decision to not get married, to not have children, right? And not have any family around them, right? The implication sounded to me that, now here you are, you're older, you don't have children, you don't have a man, now what? You should have got married, right? Should have got married, should have had children, so that way you would have had somebody to take care of you. And I don't know, I feel some kind of way about that, right? I myself am 60 plus, and I recently retired, as you know. I am married, but I don't have children. And it was a bit of a conscious decision to not have children because, by the time I got married, I was older when I got married, right? And I did not want to have children without a partner or someone there to help me raise them. But that was my decision, right, at the time. I know that's not always the case. Not everybody makes the same decision, right? That was just me. And that's not throwing any shade to anybody who decided to have children without a husband. Obviously, according to this video, you're in a better position than I am because if anything were to happen to my husband, it's just me, right? I do have some family members, but I live in a different state. And whether or not they could get to me or could get to me, I don't know. That I'll have to deal with at the time. But this video that I saw was in response to an article that was written on this subject, on Black women aging kinless. And apparently there are over 1 million people in the country, in the U.S., who are aging without family, without children, without spouses, right? But first, if you're new here, my name is Sibongile, and my channel helps Black and brown women to navigate aging in the 21st century by creating a safe space and community to discuss the issues that affect us as we age, and hopefully an opportunity to gain some ideas and some resources and answers to help us to live a more happy and fulfilled life as we age. So welcome to my channel. And if this sounds interesting to you, please hit like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so when I put another video up, you'll be among the first to know. So this article or this video, right? The video that So the video is called Older Black Women Who Never Married or Had Children Are Worried Who Will Take Care of Them. Are we worried? Or do we have the same concerns as everybody else, right? And I started to title this video something to that effect. Worried that no one will take care of me. But I think rather than worry about who will or won't take care of you, I think it's important for us to create community, right? Even if it's among ourselves or our friends. Now, before I get ahead of myself, again, the video, let me see. I'm trying to remember the name of the video. The Philip Scott Show, I think it's called. And again, older Black women who never married or had children are worried who will take care of them. It was in response to an article in Fortune magazine in December last year, December 23rd, 2023. And the name of that article is "A Disproportionate Number of Black Women Are Kinless as They Age. Advocates Say They Deserve a Social Safety Net Too." And frankly, I think all elders and seniors deserve a social safety net, right? I think elder care in this country is lacking, no matter if you're Black, white, male, or female. And so in the video, the gentleman seemed to be blaming Black women for not having a social safety net as they age. And in some cases, that may be true. I'm not sure blame is the right way to phrase it. It may be something of our own doing because we decided, because face it, you don't really know, or we don't know, or he doesn't know why. He doesn't know why a woman doesn't have children, right? I think he was also responding to a lot of young Black women on YouTube and making videos or maybe talking about, I haven't seen them, so I can't speak to those, but maybe talking about not having a man, not wanting children, that they don't need a man. And that's simply just not always the case. I think more than not, it's a matter of not finding the right mate at the right time, sometimes marrying older. I'll be honest, when I got married, I was 37, and I didn't know that children would be in my future at that point because I was older, my husband was older already, right? And to bring children into a situation like that, I thought might be a little selfish. I never subscribed to the idea of having children simply so that you can have somebody to take care of you. If you have children and they do take care of you, then that's great. But some of us have children who will never take care of us, right? Some of us have children who will, they may see that you get put in a home or a nursing home or a senior home or assisted living. But a lot of us have children that we won't ever be able to depend upon, right? Or we have family that we can't depend upon. Not that we just simply have isolated ourselves from others, right? But in the article, right, and I suggest that you read the article. In the article, it talks about how Black communities and Black women have always created our own family and our own community and our own kin, right? Through friendships, through organizations. And I think we can continue to do that. I think that not having a family or not having children or not having a husband, it shouldn't matter, right? As you age, if you have people around you who love you and care for you. He suggested that, when that happens, your friends, they have to take care of themselves. If they're aging and they're single too, they have to take care of themselves. Well, we can take care of each other, right? We can take care of each other. We can create community, and community that, is important to us and that we know that we are important to one another. He also talked about the young women who are deciding to be single and be childless because of the quote unquote passport bros, right? I think these are some younger men that they are referring to, the passport bros who travel to other countries and decide that they are looking for relationships with women outside of the U.S. Who are either not African American, who are from other cultures and whatnot, particularly women who may not necessarily be as independent and don't want to be, right? I think for us, in a lot of ways, we've had to be independent, right? I know for myself, I lost both my parents when I was still in high school, right? And at that time, I wasn't seeking to get married and have babies so that I can have someone take care of me when I'm older. I always say that men who, if their spouse dies before them, a lot of times an older man will get married again just to have someone take care of him. I'm not saying all men, but a lot of men, particularly if they're already in their, if they're already aging, a lot of times they will hurry up and get married again because they need someone to take care of them, to cook, to clean, right? But women, we have oftentimes taken care of others by the time we get to be that age, and we deserve and earn the right to enjoy our freedom. So I don't know. How do you feel about that? Please comment below because I'd like to know, right? Are you concerned? Are you worried that you're aging alone, that you won't have anybody to take care of you? I'm not worried. My spiritual beliefs won't allow me to be worried about it, right? I'm concerned. And one of the things that I say, if you are concerned about it, right, start preparing. There are ways to prepare, right? No, not all of us have a big set of money sitting in the bank, but you can start doing things now to prepare. If you know that you will potentially be alone as you age, again, I know that I will. But I've already written out my wishes, my last will and testament. I've already employed a power of attorney in order to take care of some things because my husband is older, and even though he's older, that doesn't mean that he will leave here before I do. I could still leave before him, right? So as they used to say in the Baptist church years ago, get your business fixed, then enjoy your life, right? Don't avoid it. That's for sure. Now, if you have someone already that you know will be there for you in those last days or final moments, or as you age, or perhaps you may not even be dying, but you may be sick or might just need one to, help you get to the grocery store. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen, and we don't know how long we're going to be here. So yes, it would be nice to have someone that you can rely on and count on, right? That you don't necessarily have to pay, or if you have to pay them, right? At least if we prepare, we can afford to pay them. And so my suggestion is to just prepare while you're young, while you're still agile. If you're having to work, put that money away, right? Or put away, look into long-term care insurance, or, grow your money by investing. There are a lot of things that we can do in order to create the funds, right? I always said that if I have to find someone to take care of me or pay someone to take care of me, I want to be able to do that. And so my working hard for the years that I did, I worked hard so that I can put money away. So if necessary, I could pay someone, right? So yeah, comment below. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on this. If you are in this situation, and especially for those of us who are talking about moving abroad, right? Right now, I'm not looking to move abroad. But from what I understand, they all keep saying the healthcare situation in other countries are more desirable than they are here in the U.S., right? That seniors and elder care in other countries is a lot better than it is here. Is that the answer, to move to another country? I recently heard about a woman who in Barcelona, she lived in Barcelona, and someone I can't remember her name right now, but she lived in Barcelona. I think she lived alone, and she passed away recently. I can't remember her name, but and I don't know what her situation was either. But if you're going to be in another country, just prepare for that, right? But you can't dwell on that. We can't dwell on, first of all, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I should have got married. I should have had children. Why? If that's not what you wanted, okay? I think that's just another way a patriarchal society puts the onus of these types of things on women, right? And especially on Black women. Look at you. Look at you. You didn't get married. You didn't have babies. So now look at you. You're all alone in your old age. You don't have to be. You don't have to be. I have friends. I have good friends that I know that I can rely on, right? And so do you. So do you. And one good thing I like about the YouTubers that I've met in the last few years, particularly during the pandemic, I've learned that Black women can create friendships. We can still create community. And we don't need to worry about who's going to take care of us, right? We'll take care of ourselves. We'll prepare for the worst, right? Expect the best, expect the good, prepare for the worst, and enjoy our lives and enjoy our friends. Now, if you have family and you know that there's someone there that will be there for you, that's wonderful. That's great. Hold on to those relationships and those circles. But if you know that you will age, and I don't like to say age alone. I don't like that. I don't say age alone, but growing older and living your life, and you know that you don't have children, you don't have a husband. Create those communities, right? Create kin with other Black women and Black and brown women who are like you, right? Like-minded, right? There are many of us who are traveling, many of us who are not traveling. Some of us just meet at the senior center, okay? But you don't have to be afraid. I think that's my point. You don't have to be afraid. You don't have to worry. And I believe that the universe has me. I believe that the universe has you. And enjoy your life. Live your life. Live your life. So I think that's it for today. If you, if something that I've said today has resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and also, as a matter of fact, I've written my memoir. I'm not exactly sure when it's coming out yet, but if you want to get on the mailing list for that, I have a link. I have a link in the description where you can go to that. Give me your email address, and I will make sure that you are on the waiting list for my memoir when it comes out. It's called Spit Out the Bones. And I'm really excited about that. It talks about briefly some of the things that I've experienced, especially over the course of the pandemic that has brought me to where I am right now. So thank you for listening. Hit like and hit share, and you all have a wonderful day.